And now, a missing persons announcement. Could Mr. Keith Hudson of Chiswick please get in touch with me, as he's meant to be finishing my extension, and I haven't seen him for 3 weeks. And when I get my hands on him, I'm going to shove some guttering right up his concrete mixer. 2 weeks ago, I was appointed onto the local church committee and put in charge of the communion wine. Now, as a wine buff, I decided it was time to make some changes. So last Sunday, everyone had a choice of the usual red and a fruity white from the Loire Valley. And for the next Sunday, I did think we'd have a rather nice rosé for the ladies. However, after communion, the vicar came up to me and shouted in my face. I tried to turn the other cheek, but I was so drunk I fell over taking the display. About the harvest in Kenya with me. I've not been near the place since. Anyhow, now it's time to introduce two people who my wife Pamela Lee thinks are putting my career back 15 years. They own their own shoes. They're the patron saints of baboon heaters, Tim and Nick.
Hello.
Hello.
Now, this is actually the third series of the Skivers.
Yeah, and you may still be wondering who on earth we are.
So here is absolutely everything you need to know about us.
Yeah, first it's focus on Tim. Tim's favourite food is 3 bowls of Frosties, and he's currently working with Pingu, the cartoon penguin, on a 4-hour public information film about gravel.
Yeah, now it's focus on Nick. Nick's currently working on a musical with Michael Burke in which 3 moose escape from Nazi Germany and go to work in a tax office in Newcastle.
Actually, we just made all that up.
Yeah, anyway, the good thing about doing all this is that we can invite anyone we want onto the show.
And the first person we're going to ring up and invite is the swimmer, Adrian Morehouse.
Ah, yes, now he was the Olympic medalist who recently missed first place in the European Championships when he saw a lovely wriggly worm just after the turn, swallowed it, and was caught by a Canadian spectator in the 3rd row. He had to spend the rest of the day in a bucket with the Russian backstroke champion.
Yes, and we hope to speak to him now.
Hello, Adrian Morehouse.
Adrian, hello. Would you like to come and be on our show now?
I'm sorry, lads, I'm still too upset. I was teamed with Claire Rayner in a pro-celebrity cross-channel swimming race, and we had to pull out after Claire swallowed a sea serpent. Which was a shame, because we were miles ahead of Duncan Goodhue and Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Another time, eh?
Oh dear. Well, who's next on the list?
Well, it happens to be one of the world's leading film directors.
Ah, yes, it's a man who ranks alongside Jean-Luc Godard, Bernardo Bertolucci and Franco Zeffirelli.
Yes, we thought we'd give Michael Winner a call.
Hello, this is Michael Winner. You're very lucky to be speaking to me.
Ah, yes, we know.
What do you want? I'm very busy. I'm developing an idea combining my 2 consuming passions, directing films and eating. The plot is deceptively simple. In it, the Charles Bronson character is served a very unimaginative soufflé at Le Gavroche. He sits for a moment, looks at it, then calls the maitre d' over and shoots him in the head with a bazooka.
Wow, sounds great. Let's hope that one goes straight to video so we can get our own copy as soon as possible.
None of my films have ever gone straight to video. They've all made a fortune and been internationally acclaimed. You're very tedious. What do you want?
Well, we hoped you'd like to come and be on our radio show now. We'd love to interview you.
What with you being a hero of ours?
Well, I had booked a table at Savoy Grill. I won't look at the menu, I'll just order 6 packets of hula hoops. Suppose I could always cancel that and come down.
Great, because we've got lots of questions to ask you about your contribution to modern cinema.
Yeah, we'll go and get videos of all your films from the wire basket at the front of the video shop.
Yeah, don't be facetious. You're very lucky, I shall join you.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Michael. See you later.
Yeah, brilliant. Michael, winner.
Yes, we can ask him about all our favourite films he's directed. Death Wish, The Nightcomers, Chato's Land, Appointment with Death, Bullseye, Lawman.
Yeah, and about all the big stars he's worked with. Charles Bronson, Burt Lancaster, Sophia Loren and Marlon Brando.
Do you remember that time he directed The News?
Ah, yes. Moira Stewart had just started on an item about an EC summit meeting in Bonn when a naked Michael Burke shouted, "And finally," and swung in on a creeper and attacked her with a chainsaw.
Yep, Michael winner.
Truly, our hero for one day.
Attention. Here is a government warning, which must be heard in conjunction with that last item. Smoking can cause you to buy 5 lighters for £1 from the bloke on the street outside our price. These will work approximately 4 times. Also, most doctors don't smoke, most dentists don't eat, and most dustmen don't empty the bins properly. Biscuits. Have you noticed how hard ginger nuts are? Why don't they put them on the outside of the space shuttle? High up, on top of the offices of the Vashkiri Corporation, overlooking the Champs-Élysées, a figure in black steps out onto the roof.
Oh, God.
Oh, Keith.
Ian!
You're not here to shoot the president as well, are you?
Well, no, you're not going to believe it, but I've been hired to assassinate one of the horses.
A horse?
Yeah, I know. Normally I get my instructions in an envelope that's secretly hidden near a park bench. But this time my mum took a message. I got a description, though.
Right, better assemble my rifle. It's one of these new Czech laser-sighted titanium lightweights. What are you using?
Oh, I got mine from IKEA. It's a bugger to put together, though. I've lost one of those little wooden things, and
Yeah, we'd better get into position. Cavalcade should be here in 7 minutes.
Oh, good, right. I've got time to do my expenses, then. Right. Gun. 1 bullet. False papers. Black balaclava from Millets. Breakfast, stationery, petrol money, plus VAT.
Keep it down, will you? I need to run through the hit in my mind. Car turns corner. Engage target. Squeeze trigger. A firm target is down. Withdraw.
Oh, right. Good idea. OK. Click-clop, click-clop, bang, thud, run away.
Hello? I've just scoped Andy Peters in the crowd. Damn. He's wearing that bulletproof vest again.
Yeah. Did you see that article in this week's The Sniper on that attachment for your rifle that turns it into a plant pot holder?
No, I don't read The Sniper. I get AQ, Assassin's Quarterly.
Oh, right. And what disguise are you using for your getaway?
War veteran, grey hair and beard, walking stick. You?
Long John Silver. That was all they had left.
Right, here they come. I'm off. See you at the Golden Bullet Awards at the Savoy.
Oh, hang on, I'll only be a second. Right now. Here it comes. Long legs, big long brown face.
Hello? You've shot Naomi Campbell.
Now, Somalia.
Cheers from Somalia, which is such a nice place.
Yeah, it's really unspoilt and stuff. We're like so privileged to be here.
We're seriously thinking of buying a flat in Mogadishu.
Yeah, because they're only about £10 or something.
Travel writing is such a good job because you get to, travel and write and stuff.
Yeah. And it's especially good because the editor of Lonely Planet is trusting us to write this whole gay and lesbian gap year guide to war zones, on our own.
We've been to such nice places.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wish I'd come to all these places on my gap year, and I'm not even a lesbian.
Nor am I. And it's especially good for me because I did Swahili for AO, It was really challenging, but not quite as hard as an A-level.
Yeah, they're good, those. But Mogadishu is so cool.
Yeah, we're like the only people on the beach.
Yeah, and they have a firework display every night.
Yeah, I think they're clay pigeon shooting over there. I might go and ask if I can have a go later.
Yeah, you should. Toby was school captain of clay pigeon shooting.
Oh, class, stop it.
No, seriously, Tobes. My father thinks you're really good.
That is so nice to hear, because I really respect your father. Anyway, it's wild here. They all have these Jeep-type things.
Yeah, they're sort of like Range Rovers, but more outdoorsy, full of huge machine gunsy type things.
Yeah. They're clearly, like, armed, but they're, like, really good guys. One of them gave us a lift yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't really want to go with him, but he absolutely insisted, didn't he, Tobes?
Yeah. He got into a total strop when we said something about getting in a taxi.
Tobes had a chat with him in Swahili.
Well, yeah, eventually, but I only got a C in the AA. And I don't think he understood me to start with.
It turned out that he was also in a total strop with a whole load of other Swahili-speaking guys in those Jeep-tank things.
And they were doing quite a lot of off-piste driving and shooting.
And then they took us back to this utility room cellar place and chained us to a radiator that, wasn't working.
Fortunately, because it was really hot.
And I was like, oh, no. We're clearly like prisoners.
Yeah. And then this guy in sunglasses came in and shouted at us in Swahili.
But it was really weird, because I didn't do the AO, but I recognised, certain phrases.
Yeah, you did. Like Parsons Green and Wine Bar.
And then he took his sunglasses off, and this is, so strange.
Yeah. It turns out it's this bloke from my school. Charlie from the year above.
Yeah. He's taking a year out before going up to Bristol, working for a Somalian warlord.
Such a good idea.
I wish I'd done that instead of Operation Raleigh.
Raleigh?
Oh, yeah.
I just received some alarming new military intelligence from the Middle East. Iraq is forming a new crack commando unit to attack Britain. It's going to be made up of people under 5'6", armed with open umbrellas, who are going to walk down the street not looking where they're going. They're to be deployed in conjunction with some people who are going to go down crowded escalators, get out at the bottom, and just stand there looking around. Here are those two blokes again, Tim and Nick.
Hello. Now, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
Yes, it's time to meet our hero for one day.
The cigar-toting,
Film directing,
true crime presenting,
restaurant reviewing,
big, sleek, Michael Winner.
Hello, I hate being interviewed, especially by idiots like you.
Thank you, Michael. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Did you find us okay?
No, I did not. I went into the wrong studio. I've been on Moneybox for the last 20 minutes giving my opinion on mortgage indemnity insurance.
Well, oh dear, I'm sorry about that.
Never mind. You got anything worthwhile in store for me?
Well, we've got a lot of questions and some clips lined up. Basically, we're fascinated to find out how you achieve that winning cocktail of big stars, big budgets, and things that go bang.
You know, it's a pleasure to meet people who appreciate my work. The critics don't understand the first thing about my films. Critics are a complete waste of time, morons.
That doesn't apply to restaurant critics, though, does it, Michael?
Not to me. Last week, I had to review the most awful, crowded restaurant. Food was very dry and unimaginative. Service was poor. I think it was called MFI.
Right. Well, if you're ready, Michael, we'll have the opening music for the Michael Winner interview.
The winner takes it all.
Michael, we'd like to begin by asking you how you got started in films.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. It started when I was given a 9.5mm Pathyscope camera for my 6th birthday. I made a £14 million heist thriller starring Humphrey Bogart Ava Gardner and my teddy bear Cecil. The significant scene was when Cecil threw Humphrey Bogart off the Empire State Building. I'd love to have had Cecil in Death Wish, but his ears came off.
So you got the next best thing?
Yes, I did. Charles Bronson.
Right, well, we'll come back to your extensive collaboration with Charles Bronson.
But can we first talk about the films you've made in the Western genre, such as Chato's Land, Lawman?
Yes, I think it's important with Westerns to film them in the American desert. I once directed one in Chelmsford with Burt Lancaster and Sally Gunn. But, you know, the final gunfight outside B-Jams didn't have the atmosphere I wanted. It wasn't so much a spaghetti western as a pot noodle western.
OK, moving on. In 1971, you directed a remake of Hitchcock's chilling masterpiece, The Birds, in which you cast Emu and Big Bird.
But we'd really like to focus on the period in your career after that, when you became synonymous with the 70s vigilante movie.
You're referring to my Death Wish films?
Yes, and also to the 1976 release of your film, Wah, Dagga Dagga Boom.
Which, once again, featured an ordinary, peaceful citizen driven to take the law into his own violent hands, this time as the innocent victim of people stopping in the street right in front of him and then turning around and going the other way.
Yes, I'm directing a film in that genre at the moment. It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Orville.
Yes, and I believe we have a scene from one of the early rushes.
I wish I could fly right up to the sky, but I can't.
But you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. I'll tie you to a rocket launcher.
Leaving the individual films for a moment, let's move on to your life. What's a typical day for Michael Winner?
Well, I get up at 11:30 and choose an ornate silk dressing gown from my enormous selection. Then I book the best table in my own dining room. Then I have rabbit kedgeree and otter sausages. Then I take delivery of that morning's consignment of Hawaiian cigars, which arrive by Juggernaut. After that, I drop into my office in Soho to go through my new scripts and sleep face down on the desk.
Right, what about when you're filming? What are your days like then?
Well, I get up at 11:30 and choose an ornate silk dressing gown from
Let's leave that.
Oh, good. Have we finished?
Well, we do have a few questions for you about your sole foray into theatre direction in 1986.
Oh, you're referring to my groundbreaking experiment in animal theatre with my all-moose production of Fame at the Old Vic.
Yes, now, this production came to a complete standstill during the first performance after someone in the audience moved and the moose all stopped what they were doing to stare at him.
Yes, I haven't worked with mooses since.
Michael, finally, can we ask you about...
Yes, look, I'll answer the rest of your questions over dinner. Why not come to my enormous house in Holland Park for something to eat?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, OK.
Michael Winner, cigar aficionado and raconteur, thank you.
The winner takes it
My favourite film director is Nick Park, who does the animation. I've been trying for a long time to get a part in one of his films, but without any luck. I can't understand it. Now he's won another Oscar for his new production. Wallace and Gromit get trodden into the carpet and have to be cut out with scissors. Now, over to Victoria Station.
Hello, Keith. Anything going on?
Oh, hello, Harold. No, I'm just going to announce the 1810. The train now arriving at platform 9 is the delayed 1810 from Brighton. The late arrival is due to Network South East just generally being rubbish.
Now, I've got to finish the new Guildford timetable. I think we'll have departures at 7:10, 7:11 and 7:12, and then nothing for 3 hours.
Yeah, and have one of them made up of just buffet cars.
Yeah. And I'll do some of those columns that you follow down in the timetable which just suddenly stop, and then you have to find another column. You have to find another column just miles away.
Hello? What's that coming in on platform 7? Oh, it's the 1705. That's been missing since Thursday, hasn't it? Oh, dear. Pass the excuses booklet. We apologise for the delay to the 1705, which has just arrived on platform 7. This is due to highwaymen operating in the Reigate area.
I'll tell you what, I'll make the big arrivals board go all flappy, 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 flappy. That'll cheer everybody up.
Passengers thinking of catching the 1822 to Maidstone from platform 11 may like to know that this train will get 100 yards up the line and then stop for 40 minutes for no apparent reason.
Can you do a couple of missing persons?
Here is a lost persons announcement. Matt and Luke Goss, where are you? Nobody's seen you for ages.
Here, can I do one?
Will all students with big orange rucksacks who are intending to catch the nasty boat train, leaving at some godforsaken time in the middle of the night, please note that there is a bus service in operation between Ramsgate and Ostend.
Is the route cleared for the Royal train?
Will the Queen please come out of Sock Shop and make her way to platform 2, where the Royal train will depart on time for Sandringham before splitting up acrimoniously at Crewe.
Now, over to an answer phone in Salisbury.
Hi, we're either not in or not up. If you want to speak to any of the men behaving badly posse, Mike, Simon or Chris, speak now or forever hold your...
Michael, it's Granny Bryant here. Just thought I'd give you a ring, just to send me love. Because as you know, none of you visit anymore. Or ring, or write anymore. Did you get any of me letters, Michael? Perhaps you've been too busy to reply, or maybe the post office isn't what it was. Still, I'll tell you my news. I saw a robin this morning. It frightened me half to death, I can tell you, because, as you know, I'm blind now. It'll be Christmas soon. Lucky baby Jesus. What I wouldn't give for a warm stable and some visitors. Oh, I'm a worthless old woman, Michael. Have you read The Rats by James Herbert? I am like the two-headed, radioactive, pink, bald one, you know. The leader. I'm like him in that you'll all be delighted when I'm gone. I'll ring off now. Bye-bye, Michael. Bye-bye.
I was painting my Dungeons and Dragons figurines the other day when the mobile library pulled up outside. I went in and started looking through the books. When I got off again, I was in Macclesfield. Here they are again, Nick and Tim. We join them with Michael Winner as they pull up outside his elegant, understated, stone-clad Georgian house to finish the interview.
Oh, here we are. Come in, come in.
God, what a lovely house, Michael. I love this thick carpet.
Yes, it's the deepest pile carpet I could find. Any deeper and you'd need a machete to get through. This is Basil, my pet Vietnamese pot-bellied pig. During the day, I bulldog clip him to the radiator so he doesn't make a mess. I shall eat him on my birthday.
Ha, ha, ha.
No, I really am. I'm going to eat him.
Can we have a quick look round?
Well, if you must, let's start in here. My memorabilia room, where I keep souvenirs of all my films.
Wow, what's this?
The enormous rubber chicken. That was the stunt double for Peter Ustinov in Appointment with Death. It was the only thing we could find that was big as him. We did tie 3 stuntmen together, but they didn't survive the 200-foot drop onto John Gilbert.
And which film are these enormous ball and chains from?
Well, I used those to stop Michael Caine and Roger Moore running away from the set of Bullseye.
And you've a life-size model of Charles Bronson.
No, that is Charles Bronson.
Hi there.
Well, nobody came to collect him at the end of our last film, so I kept him. You like it here, don't you, Charlie?
It's okay. It's a bit drafty. I'm going out now.
Why are you taking your gun?
I'm gonna go and shoot the people that estimate your gas bill. How do they do that? I don't understand, but I know it's wrong.
Ta-ta, Charlie.
Yeah, goodbye, Mr. Bronson.
I almost regret creating such a powerful character for him in Death Wish. He seems unable to escape from it.
Does he shoot people for the sake of it?
Oh, no, he only shoots people who thinks have committed some wrong society has failed to punish.
Ah, like Andy Peters.
Yes, exactly. Right, time for some num-nums. This way. Cook, where are you? I wanted antelope cutlets with sherbet dib-dabs, followed by plum mayonnaise and meringue nests with crisps.
There's a note stuck to the fridge door with a carving knife. It says, "Adieu, Monsieur Winner. I have taken a job with more money and better hours." It is in the Happy Eater on the Royston bypass.
Oh, dear. He did an unbelievably fine roast penguin stuffed with peppers and biscuits.
But, well, why don't we just call Pizza Hut for a delivery?
No, they don't deliver here anymore. Not since I went in there one evening and used the salad bar as a trough. Now, what are the rest of your questions?
Well, what we were wondering was...
Yeah, could we actually be in your next film?
Now, normally that would be out of the question. But my next project is a radical change of direction. I might be able to use you. I'm directing a European art movie. They're marvellous. They only take about 10 minutes to make, and you put in any old rubbish. Nothing like my usual films. What do you say?
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
Yeah, it's an honour. Has it got a title?
It certainly has. It's called Pourquoi les hiboux portent pas les chasseurs, which means why owls don't wear shoes. We can make it in the garden right now. Come on.
Well, will there be enough light out there? It's almost dark.
Oh, that's the point of those films, that you can't see a bloody thing. How exciting. Pass me the phone. Hello? Michael Winner here? Oh, I'll leave right away. Absolutely. Bye-bye. Sorry, lads. I've had an offer from Hollywood to go and make a film version of the London A to Z. It's going to be a road movie. Ah, Charlie's back. What was the body count at the gas board, dear?
Customer services fobbed me off with some leaflets.
Well, listen... Never mind, you're just in time to throw these idiots out. I've lost all interest in them.
Right, well, Michael, it's been a pleasure meeting one of our heroes.
Yes, it certainly has.
Thanks, Michael. You're all right.
Bye-bye, Charlie. See them off the premises, then smash their faces in.
Skivers was written and performed by Nick Golson and Tim de Jong with Sally Phillips and Peter Bradshaw. It featured special guests Patrick Allen and Michael Winner and original music composed by Simon Brint. The broadcast assistant was Sarah Fraser and the programme was produced by John Naismith.
Yesterday, I popped along to the garden centre to buy a new pair of secateurs to prune my dog Hereward's toenails. I got stuck behind a very tall man in a black hooded cape. It turned out to be the Grim Reaper. Now, he'd only gone in to get a new scythe, but they were giving him the hard sell on a Qualcast lawnmower. He couldn't get away. In the end, I just stole the secateurs, which I have to say gave me the most enormous thrill. Now it's time for some other people. Amazingly, they still seem to be in charge. They own their own shoes. They're the patron saints of baboon heaters. Here they are now, Tim and Nick.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, this week we've had 2 letters.
Yes, one was from Fidel Castro, who wrote, Dear Nick and Tim, your show is the only thing I can pick up on my ancient Soviet listening equipment. Please do more sketches about American foreign policy. And also ones about badgers. Must go now and grow my beard, puff on a big cigar, and put on my khaki-peaked cap. And the other letter is from someone who says, you know when you're swimming and you have to go wee, is it really naughty not to get out?
And that's signed, Best Wishes, Adrian Morehouse. OK, well, now it's time to sort out today's special guest.
And the first person we're going to ring up and invite along to be on the show is an author we admire a great deal, Dame Barbara Cartland.
Yes, the woman who dresses like Ronald McDonald's great-grandmother.
Ah, Dame Barbara. God, it's good to speak to you. We'd hate to think we'd interrupted your creative flow, but you're probably just writing.
Yes, I am. I'm working on a new book commission. The Hamlin Book of Aircraft Parts, darling. Awfully good. I'm taking it in a new direction. Awfully boring before. We're going to have lovely RAF officers in white scarves and get rid of all the dreary aircraft. Now, what was it you wanted, dear?
Well, we wondered whether you'd like to be on our show now.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly, dear. I've got the plasterers in. They start on my face in half an hour. Listen, it's completely untrue. I'm 106. I'm having my 24th birthday party tomorrow, and King Edward VII is coming. Anyway, I've got to go now and paint the chihuahuas all pink. Goodbye.
Oh, dear.
What about someone really, really famous? You never know, it might work.
What, someone like Weatherman Michael Fish?
Exactly. Let's give him a call.
Hello, Michael Fish speaking.
Ah, Michael. We were hoping you could come and be our special guest now.
What with you being a hero of ours?
Well, I was going to have a barbecue today, but no one seems very keen. Yes, I'll come down. I'll be all right in a T-shirt, won't I?
No, I think you might need a coat, Michael.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, it's quite cold out, Michael. It's snowing.
Is it? Oh, no, I've just put the washing out. And I was going to mow the lawn. OK, but there is just one thing. You haven't asked John Ketley, have you? There's been a bit of tension between us since he hid all my weather symbols just before I went on after the 6 o'clock news, and I had to say that it was going to be clear.
No, don't worry, Michael. He's not here.
OK, see you in a bit, then.
Fantastic. Michael Fish.
Wow, God. But what are we going to say to him?
Well, we can always talk about the weather.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on Spanish people. It's me again. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. Minced lamb and mashed potato, shepherd's pie. Now, let's join 2 engineers at a recording studio in central London.
Hi, Rich.
Oh, Damien, hello.
How's it going? Have you told David Bowie you take the shipping forecast over the middle of his new single yet?
Oh, no, I'm hoping he won't notice. It sounds quite like his other stuff anyway.
Who's in at the moment?
Oh, studio's a chocker today. We're recording loads of talking books.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's Nigel Havers in Studio 1 recording Sherlock Holmes. Juliet Stevenson in 2 doing Pride and Prejudice.
Who's in Studio 5?
That's Dame Judi Dench recording Play Better Golf by Nick Faldo. Want to listen?
Yeah, fade it up.
Lesson 1. Golf is a game partly about controlling the mind, partly about wearing a CNA jumper. A and partly about whacking the ball as hard as you can. Whack it. Whack it. Keep whacking it. Lesson 2. Change in another jumper and whack the ball even harder. Lesson 3. Why do golf shoes have that funny tongue? Sorry, John. Should I approach this text more like Chekhov, or am I short and fat and the same in everything?
Now, Iraq.
Cheers from Iraq, which is seriously one of the most brilliant places I've ever had to write about.
Yeah, great place. Brilliant job, travel writing. You get to, travel write and stuff. And the editor is such a nice guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's not many editors would let you do, Iraq and...
He's letting us do this job for free, everybody.
Yeah, we just have to pay expenses, which is so kind.
Yeah. He's like the Duke of Edinburgh like that, really generous.
Toby has met the Duke of Edinburgh. I only found that out yesterday.
Yeah, he is such a nice guy. Much taller than you'd expect.
Anyway, we've had a pretty hectic time up till today.
Absolutely, it got quite rough at one stage. And to be honest, we didn't like Kuwait at all.
Yeah, the people were rarely rude when you only had a credit card.
So we decided to get out into the countryside. The bus driver almost said off to Clara, but we absolutely insisted.
Toby was quite forceful, actually.
Clara, don't exaggerate. I was just firm with him, that's all.
Yeah, it was great, though. There were millions of these wire installations everywhere.
Anyway, we were taking some photos when suddenly this helicopter comes from nowhere, and all these soldiers get out.
Yeah, they were clearly in the, military.
Yeah, and they took our camera, and I was like, oh no, they've got our camera. Because it's a Konica Pop, and you have to be really careful not to get sand in it.
We had to get into the helicopter with them.
For about 4 hours.
And when we got out, they locked us in this tiny kind of music practice room, but without the piano.
It was clearly a sort of prison-stroke-cell thing.
Then suddenly, this woman in sunglasses comes in and starts shouting in Iraqi.
But with a Wiltshire accent, right?
And she's waving her gun at us, and then she takes her sunglasses off, right?
And this is so weird.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's so, strange. Turns out, it's this girl from my school. Toddy Hussein.
She is such a nice guy. She knows my ex-godmother, apparently.
Her dad's put us up in the Baghdad Hilton, and her dad's friend is going to write the guide for us.
Her dad's friend actually reminds me of the Duke of Edinburgh quite a bit.
Yeah, he is kind of noble.
Such a nice guy. Not quite as tall, though.
And now, the bit that's more exciting than finding out who the villain was in Scooby-Doo, and more thrilling, more stimulating, more heady, exhilarating, tantalizing, enthralling, more gripping and inspiring than a yoghurt. It's Tim and Nick's hero for one day, Weatherman Michael Fish!
Hello. Michael, you are a titan of the weather.
You are a colossus of climatic conditions and big puffy clouds.
You are a post office tower of sunny intervals and overnight lows of 3 or 4 degrees.
You are a marble arch of high pollen counts and poor air quality over Leicester.
Actually, I'm a highly experienced and fully qualified BBC weather forecaster.
You're also absolutely soaking wet.
Well, yes, I got caught in a massive thunderstorm. It looked fine when I left home.
Michael, we also just want to clear something up. We got your phone number from your BBC business card. Can you just read out what it says?
Michael Fish, Bungalow of Love. Oh dear, it was a prank by John Ketley to make me look foolish in front of Suzanne Charlton. I got back at him by convincing him that isobars were small furry animals that live in Ecuador, and by changing his background during the 9:25 broadcast to a 15th century map of Persia.
Wow, you're quite a hard weatherman then.
Well, yes, I have to be. The weather centre's a really brutal place. Ian McCaskill carries a flick knife around and just goes crazy. if he hears the word hurricane.
Michael, we've got a very interesting business proposition for you.
No, I lost everything I invested in Bill Giles' scheme to farm mangoes in Aberdeen. It was all fantastic until the frost killed everything on the first day. Just the sort of thing we hadn't planned for.
No, Michael, listen. You've worked hard. You're a big fish in a small weather pond. You deserve more. You deserve the big time.
We can exploit you. We can give you the world.
What on earth are you talking about?
Well, we want to manage and promote you. Think of us as a mixture of Don King, Eric Hall and Harvey Goldsmith.
So I'm a mixture of Mike Tyson, Teddy Sheringham and Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, more a mixture of Joe Bugner, Vinnie Jones and Wigfield.
Anyway, just imagine, Michael, international stardom. Imagine. Imagine.
With a big thank you there to our warm-up act, the Rolling Stones. But now, tonight's main attraction, here he is, all the way from London, England, Michael Fish.
Good evening. Well, it's been a pleasant day for most people in the southern half of the country. And as you can see, this area of high pressure means that's set to continue. What a powerful and intoxicating vision. I'm in, lads. Let's do it. The fish has been hooked. The fish has taken the bait. The fish has leapt into the sunshine and...
Yes, all right, Michael.
Now, for showbiz purposes, this is your new girlfriend, MTV presenter, Clarimba.
Hiya, Mikey F. Show. Like, maybe we go to a sauna later, then we take a shallot fondue with my friends Spider D and Peter Schmeichel, then we go to dance. Drop a few hoochies, chill out with a couple of shamarvers and some kaluka, and maybe buy a zoot bomb at Tesco on the way home.
Well, that all sounds very good, even though I didn't understand a word of it. Suzanne Charlton might even be a bit jealous of Clarimba. Okay, the fish is cool, the fish is happening. Mikey F is in the house, Mikey F... Mikey F is on the mic, ready to...
Yes, all right, Mike. Okay, stage one is getting your name on everyone's lips and your picture in every magazine.
Does that include what, hi-fi?
Yeah, of course. Now, get ready, Mikey. We're off to BBC Television Centre to make you a star.
Many famous people started off as weather forecasters, like Ulrika Johnson on TV AM, Charlton Heston on Radio Bedford, and Ted Hughes on TV Wales.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newest sound on the Croydon folk scene, the Fastidious Bachelors.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, we'll make sure the flat is spick and span, hurrah, hurrah. We'll hoover the flat obsessively, we'd probably do that anyway, and then we'll clean the toilet again, and then we'll take out the rubbish. It was beginning to smell. There is a house in Thornton Heath. That house is absolutely spotless. I clean it myself with plenty of Jif mousse. You can't rely on the cleaner to do it properly. Oh no. Hello everyone. We're the Fastidious Bachelors. We live on our own, we're creatures of habit, and we have high standards. We wear spectacles on chains round our necks, and we have air fresheners that plug into PowerPoints. We're in our 40s, and we quite like classic FM. We absolutely adore our little nieces and nephews, but sometimes they don't understand that we don't like muddy footprints in the hall, and we don't like dolls left on the stairs any old how. It makes me so angry. Anyway, here's a little song about my favourite nephew, little 12-year-old Tom. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. You hit my rosebush with your football, and now you're going to have to die, you little scamp! put your feet up on my sofa when I specifically told you that you shouldn't. You played pop music very loudly in the guest bedroom, and it kept me awake for 3/4 of an hour, you little git! Well, least said, soonest mended about young Tom, I suppose. Anyway, here's a song I wrote about my young student friend Michael, who was thinking about adding a fabric softener to his machine wash for colours, in addition to his regular powder, but quite against the manufacturer's instructions. Michael, are you really sure? Hallelujah. Michael, don't do anything rash. Hallelujah. Michael, are you sure you know what you're doing? Hallelujah. Michael, I'd hand wash those jumpers if I were you. Hallelujah. Thank you very much.
One of my favourite things about going on holiday is holiday snaps. Now, when I went to St. Lucia with my wife Pamela Lee, I took over 4,000 pictures. Unfortunately, the only one that came out was a photo she took of me, paragliding with my dog Hereward as we crash-landed into the hotel barbecue. I can't understand why none of the photos I took came out. Well, next time, I'm going to take my films to Zappy Snaps.
Yes, sir?
Hello, can I collect my photos, please? My name's Tyrrell.
Tyrrell. Oh yes, 2 sets. First one 8x6 matte finish. Second set 112x1 mounted on Australian teak. Airbrush moustache added to all the pictures of your wife. There you go, £68.20.
What are you talking about? I didn't ask for any of that.
Yes, you did.
No, I asked for one ordinary set of photographs.
Merv, can you get that? I've got a difficult customer here.
Zappy Snaps, Merv here. Oh yeah, hello, yeah. You what? We gave you a set of harrowing pictures of war-torn Bosnia? Blimey, that means the Independent have got your holiday snaps. Where did you go? Oh, Benidorm. Oh, they won't notice them, will they? Sorry about that, bye.
Good morning, Lord Lichfield. Back again?
Yes. I need these pictures of the Queen playing pool developed. The usual 6x4.
Oh yeah, now would you like them matte, glossy, or tapestry?
Tapestry?
Yeah, it's a new service. We send them off to the convent of St. Agnes. Takes about 6 years.
Yeah. We got this one back from the nuns this morning, as it happens. 10 foot by 8 foot, in traditional yarn, of some bloke falling off an inflatable banana in Crete.
No, just glossy, thank you. Oh, and I need to collect them in 1 hour.
In an hour?
I better get over to Boots.
Now over to an answer phone in a house in Salisbury.
Hi, we're either not in or not up. If you want to talk to any of the men behaving badly posse, Mike, Simon or Chris, speak now or forever hold your...
Michael, it's Granny Bryant here. Are you all right, my dear? Only you haven't returned my calls, have you? Or my letters? Or my faxes? I know I'm a useless old woman. And of course I'm diabetic now. Did you know that, Michael? And yes, I'm very lame. And lonely. And cold. And I can't help thinking I shouldn't be outside. Not in my condition. Not completely naked. If you're in, could you answer the door, Michael? I'm just on the corner of Carminia Road in the payphone. Yes. Have you seen the film Salem's Lot, Michael? I am as irrelevant and rubbish as the badly made up blue and white zombie thing in that. Yes, I'm like him in that you'll all be less tense when I'm gone. Bye-bye. my favourite grandson. Bye-bye.
Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. Lots of traffic in a funny-shaped park. Shepherd's bush. Nick and Tim are now inside BBC Television Centre, where they're waiting for Mikey F to come out of makeup.
Oh, he's been in there ages.
Hey, Tim, psst, come, look over here.
Where's my teddy?
Will you shut up making that stupid bloody noise? Your mummy's gone away, and she's never coming back. And no, it's not fair, but neither is this. Oh!
Was that Esther Ranson?
Are you ready? I'm coming out.
Wow!
Michael,
What have you done?
you only went in there for some blusher.
Well, it's all part of Mikey F's new image. I've dyed the moustache luminous green and had a skinhead haircut with these cloud symbols all shaved in at the side. I've got a pair of old Elton John glasses instead of my National Health ones.
Excellent, Mikey. Well, get back in the golf buggy. We've got to go and see your new voice coach.
Any news of my 2-hour special for MTV on Isobath?
No, but don't worry, Michael. No young people watch MTV. Much more exciting, we've sold all your old weather forecasts from 1975 to UK Gold. For £23.
OK, Mikey, in here. This is your voice coach, Madame Nijinsky.
Hello, hello, hello. Mima. Posture, Mikey, posture. Tone after me. High pressure, low pressure. High pressure, low pressure.
Good evening. High pressure, low pressure. High pressure, low pressure. That's it from me. Have a good evening.
Project! Shout the words on this card.
I am a moose.
Just the word moose. Louder.
Moose!
I love moose. Put on these antlers. Come on. Moose!
I think that's probably enough voice coaching for today.
Well, that was very strange. Are you sure that was really a voice coach?
Yes, of course. Now hop in. We've got to go via the grandstand studio and drop off Desmond Lynam's moustache. And this big drum.
So he can make the
noise at the beginning of the theme song. Now, we've managed to get you a TV slot, which will mean major primetime exposure.
What's that?
Mastermind.
Can we have the next contender, please? You are Mikey F, and your chosen specialist subject is weather forecasting. Your time starts now. What do you do if you lose all the information you need just before you go on air?
Use last week's.
Correct. What do you say when you haven't got a clue what the weather's going to be?
Say it's going to be changeable.
Correct. What's the most important thing to do when presenting the weather forecast?
Spend ages talking about what the weather's been like and only do a bit of forecasting at the end.
Correct. What can you see on the satellite picture?
Well, nothing. There's usually much too much cloud in the way.
Correct. Why are there just fronts and no behinds?
Because, pass.
What conditions give rise to thunderstorms?
It's when the gods are angry.
Correct. Who does Suzanne Charlton love?
Me.
No, the answer is John Ketley.
Now, Mikey, as a big star, you're going to have to learn how to deal with the press.
Oh, I know all about the press. I was Mr. February in last year's What Barometer magazine.
Yes, never mind that, Michael. We're here.
Mikey F, can we introduce reporters David Martin from The People?
Hello.
And Debbie Davis from The Independent.
Hello.
And this is Barry McGuigan, who's going to show you how to punch them.
Okay, Mikey, put your fists up. Now, you're a natural sight bar, I can see that. Now, just keep covered up while I just... no, you see, I got through there and punched you very painfully in the stomach. Now, back on your feet, Michael. Now, come on, let's have a go at these reporters. Now, ready? Second out.
Mr. Fish, how can you possibly justify last Tuesday's forecast?
Good, Michael. Lovely uppercut there. He's down. I'll finish him off. Now, you go on to the next one.
Mr. Fish, what do you say to the thousands who left home without an umbrella and got very wet?
Great, Michael, go on, finish it with knees. Good. Same time next week.
Well, I must say, smashing people's faces in with your bare fist is a very pleasant change from long-range weather forecasts for farmers. Can Barry show me how to drown that bloke Fred Talbot who does the weather on the floating map on Richard and Judy? Back at the weather centre.
It's John Ketley.
Fish, what are you doing here?
What do you mean, John? I've got to look at the data on precipitation in Gwent.
No, Suzanne's doing that. We don't need you anymore. Get your stuff. Get out of the weather centre.
Yeah, come on, Michael, let's go.
Yeah, you don't need them anymore.
Well, I suppose not. You have to betray and reject a lot of friends on the way to international stardom. Let's get my forecasting equipment from the office.
Why is there a cow in your office?
Well, you see, when Daisy lies down, I know it's going to rain.
And what's all this other stuff?
Pine cone, seaweed...
Ladybird Book of Wind Chill Factors.
That's all my weather forecasting apparatus. It's very scientific business, you know. I'll put it all in this Tesco cardboard box. My whole career.
It's just a load of junk.
All the years of forecasting, the highs, the lows, the tears, the laughter, all reduced to one little box.
Come on, Mikey. Karimba's waiting at Stringfellow's.
Nope. I can't do it. They need me here, and I need them. John, Suzanne, Ian, Bill, you. Oh dear, I can't remember your name. I've got something to say. I've been a fool, seduced by the shallow promise of international stardom. I forgot who I was. I am Michael Fish, weatherman. I belong here in the bosom of the weather centre, among my own kind. I've come home. Nick, Tim, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's okay, Michael. No hard feelings.
It was a pleasure knowing you. You're all right.
Barry?
Yes, Michael?
Take them round by the barometers and smash their faces in.
Skivers was written and performed by Nick Golson and Tim de Jong, with Sally Phillips and Peter Bradshaw. It featured special guests Patrick Allen and Michael Fish, and original music composed by Simon Brent. The producer was John Naismith.
I had an enormous stroke of luck this morning. Now, as usual, I went down into my wine cellar to fetch a bottle of 1956 claret to accompany my Weetabix. It's a vast cellar, and I've graded the wine in racks according to how much of a thumping headache they give me. Anyhow, it was while I was moving a case of Chateau Tizer, I discovered a secret tunnel. All I had was an enormous Pifco torch to light my way, but I edged forward as best I could. Imagine my surprise at coming out at Holborn Tube Station, surrounded by foreign exchange students with HMV bags. I was chased by a group of transport police, but my Spider-Man dressing gown got caught in someone's umbrella. Luckily, I convinced the police I was the real Spider-Man. Despite a difficult moment when I couldn't produce any webbing. And they let me go on condition that I help fight crime on the Central Line. So I just spent 6 hours crouching on top of the chocolate vending machine on platform 1, looking out for pickpockets. My knees are absolutely on fire. And I've had no sympathy from these two blokes. They still seem to be in charge. They own their own shoes. They're the patron saints of baboon heaters. Here they are now, Tim and Nick.
Hello.
Hello.
Now, we've had a bit of time on our hands.
Yeah, so we flew over to LA this week to try and sell our film script.
Which is a remake of Ice Station Zebra, but starring a plasticine penguin called Ice Station Pingu.
We were wondering why it is they don't design helicopters and planes more like flies.
Yes, because when you smash a fly with a book, it just lies on the floor for a bit, but then it's fine and just flies off again.
Seems an obvious way to make air travel a lot safer, even if it meant you occasionally had to land in dog poo. OK, well, now it's time to sort out today's special guest.
And the first person we're going to ring up and invite along to be on the show is Anita Roddick.
Ah, yes. She sent us some llama juice elbow rub for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, so let's give her a call.
Hello, Anita Roddick.
Oh, hello, Anita. Can you come and be on our radio show now?
Oh, I'd really love to, but I'm afraid I'm working on some new products at the moment. I've got to, distill the contents of my compost heap and then blend it with some old stock cubes to make my new Guatemalan Nut Crunch shampoo for annoyed hair. Sorry.
Oh, dear. What about Peter Stringfellow?
What, that bloke who invented marmalade?
No. The nightclub owner and Koipu-haired business genius.
Oh, him, yeah. OK, let's give him a call.
Hello, Peter Stringfellow speaking.
Oh, hello, Peter. We wondered whether you'd like to come and be on our radio programme now.
What with you being a hero of ours?
Bad timing, fellas. I'm in the jacuzzi at the moment with two great babes. Hold it, girls, I'll only be a moment. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just throw on a little white toweling robe and pop down and see you guys, OK?
Brilliant, Peter. See you in a bit.
Excellent.
I like to go to the park and play football with my dog, Hereward. Sometimes, when I boot him upfield, he yelps so much. The people start to stare, and I have to carry him home under my coat. Let's go to Mount Olympus, home of the gods. The post trolley is doing the rounds.
Letter for you, Aphrodite. I'll put it in your tray.
Thanks.
Oh, Eros, while you're there, a couple of postcards for you, sir. Nice picture of Piccadilly Circus there.
Oh, Bob, has my box come?
Oh, Pandora. Yeah. Yeah, it got opened by accident in the post room.
Oh.
Then he thought it was his Sonic Mole Chaser from the Innovations catalogue. We're having a few problems getting everything back inside. Now, Apollo, right. Halfwood's catalogue, parking ticket for his chariot, and a reminder from the opticians. Post for you, sir.
Thank you, Bob.
Right, what's this here? A load of paperbacks for Pan. Nasty scarf for Hermes. And a cheap poster of two pink kittens in soft focus kissing a dog. Must be for Athena.
Enter, tremble as thou approach the desk of Zeus. Quake as thou... Oh, it's you.
Morning, sir. Here you go. Better open this one now. You may already have won £4 million or a holiday for two on the Royston bypass.
Is that it? Where's my fishing magazine? You've nicked it.
No, I haven't. Now, there's no need to be like that about it, sir. That's another pair of shoes ruined. Is there any post to go out, sir?
Yes. Memo to the new god of NCP car parks. And tell Dionysus, god of wine, that it's an hour for lunch, and if he doesn't get his arse into gear, he's going to be the god of getting his P45.
Yes, sir. Oh, Zeus, sir, can I give you Prometheus's leaving card to sign? And also this sponsorship form for Achilles. He's doing a sponsored hop.
I once did a sponsored conversation with Michael Winner. It lasted 8 seconds before I smashed him over the head with a Ming vase. I still raised £82,000 for the Royal Society for the protection of my bank account. Now, let's join two engineers at a recording studio in central London.
All right, who's this? Hello?
Oh, hi. I'm from BBC Local News.
Ah, yes, the theme tune for BBC Look East Local News. Yes, we've done that. Would you like to listen to it?
Oh, yes, please.
Look East! Local news!
It's so boring.
So unbelievably dull. Who wants to know about a rabbit show in Kettering?
Dull, dull, dull.
And boring.
Yes, I see, but that's not really what we wanted.
Yes, that's what we thought. So we did you another one. Got Enya to do it, actually.
It's not that dull at all, no, come on. Stick with it, don't turn over. There's only the new Avengers on Channel 4. It's the one where Steve discovers an underground city. You've seen it before, you must have seen it before.
I don't think the people of East Anglia are really going to identify with that.
Yes. That's what we thought, exactly what we thought. So this is the one we went for.
I love you very much, it's true. I just don't love you more than local news. Gimme a feast. Gimme look east. Cromer, Hunstanton, Fulham St Mary, the Wash area, Burston, Old Cadden, and Downham Market. Yeah.
Right. Time for me to get my water wings on.
This is a public safety announcement. Whilst in the pool area, please no running, no diving, no petting, no bombing, no shouting, no showing off about how thin you are by standing on the edge for about 20 minutes and not getting in. And no doing that vain people's breaststroke where you never get your hair wet. Also, no parking outside my house, whoever that is. And no going out to dinner with me and, like, really leading me on, you know? Saying I could have a pudding if I wanted. And having sex with me and then not phoning me up the next day. And then when I ring you, you know, just having a really, really pathetic excuse. Because I hate that. Thank you.
Did you see the food and drink 1 hour special on Jaffa cakes? It was so good I sent away for the fact sheet. But all I got back was a piece of paper which said, "Warning from food and drink. Have at least 2 or 3 meals over the next 10 days or you may feel terrible."
Now, Paraguay. Cheers from Paraguay. Such a nice place.
Yeah, really lovely, actually, isn't it, Toby?
Yeah, great place. Brilliant job travel writing. You get to, like, travel write and stuff. And the editor is such a nice guy.
Yeah, Martin is really lovely.
He is, actually. He, like, knows our flatmate, Frog, really well.
Yeah, she is so sweet. Yeah, she got us this job, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. For our surprise joint early birthday present.
Yeah, she asked Martin if we could, like, write for Lonely Guide.
Yeah, because we were sort of free this year.
And she said to this, like, Hugo person that he could, like, have our room if we ever went away.
Yeah, and Martin said, sure. And if he prints our stuff, he'll maybe, like, pay us about 50 quid.
It's especially exciting because no one's ever done a gap year gay and lesbian guide to war zones before.
Yeah. And Paraguay is so different to Putney.
Yesterday we were on this train from Asunción to Punta del Este, when suddenly it stopped, and all these soldiers piled on.
Yeah, they were obviously in the sort of army.
Yeah. Really nice guys, actually, some of them. We suddenly had to get off the train, apparently, though, and one bloke sort of took our backpacks.
Yeah, and I was thinking, oh no. They've got our backpacks. And then they did this sort of weird blind man's buff thing so that we couldn't see. And they got us in this sort of minicab stroke tank thing.
Yeah. And when they took the buffs off, we were in a kind of prison-stroke-booter place. And I was thinking, oh no, they've got our backpacks.
Yeah. Whereas I was more worried about the whole prison-stroke-booter thing.
Yeah. Then suddenly, after about 3 hours, this man in sunglasses comes in waving a gun at us and tells us we're going to be like hostages.
Yeah, and then he takes his Ray-Bans off, and this is so weird.
Yes, so strange. It turns out it's this bloke from my school. It's Dockers from the year above.
Dockers is such a nice guy.
Yeah, he's like, let us stay at this place for as long as we want.
Yeah, and he's having this, like, fiesta stroke ball thing for us next week.
Such a nice guy.
Yeah, but he thinks that we should make the guide sort of more general, because he says there aren't any gay people in Paraguay anymore.
Yeah. And we don't know any offhand, even in England. Apparently there were some English ones in the above at my school, but I never knew that until after I left.
Yeah, weird. Weird, yeah, there weren't any at my school. We were all just really close friends.
Yeah.
We were so close, right, that we could, like, run around in the nard in front of each other and it didn't matter or anything.
Didn't one of the teachers do that at your school?
Yeah, Seaned. Yeah, the geography teacher. We were really good friends.
Oh.
That's how I got my interest in travelling, actually.
Wow. She sounds like a really nice guy.
Yeah, she is, actually. Really lovely.
And now, the bit that's more exciting than going into Smith's and buying the new album by Beethoven. And more thrilling than hearing the pizza delivery bike arrive outside my duplex apartment. It's Tim and Nick's Hero for One Day. Nightclub owner, Peter Stringfellow.
Oh, we can be heroes. Just for one day.
Hiya, fellas. Peter, you are king of the party.
Yeah, you are the viceroy of staying up late.
You are the deputy assistant treasurer of fantastically expensive drinks with lots of fruit and plastic monkeys in them.
You are the regional manager of nightclubs that look like airport lounges from 1974.
Actually, I'm the eponymous owner of London's premier upmarket, super brilliant nightclub.
Exactly. So you mix with flash people like Richard Whiteley.
And Annabelle Croft.
And you must spend all your weekends driving an Aston Martin around Barbados and never doing any washing up in your life, ever.
Yeah, I bet you spent last weekend in a high-stakes poker game in New York and then paraglided back home behind Concorde.
That would certainly explain the hairstyle.
I think you've got the wrong idea about me, fellas. I'm a rather sensitive and withdrawn academic figure. Currently writing a paper on the very early life of James Joyce for the Colchester Literary Gazette.
You mean you don't cruise around Stringfellows shaking hands with Gary Wilmot and then getting the bouncers to terrorise ordinary people and throw them out?
No. I like to get an early night and then breakfast at 6:30 in the morning, usually with Seamus Heaney. At the Buddhist Centre to discuss whether we still need the letter J.
But surely you get absolutely hammered on pink champagne and then go for a gigantic radioactive Vindaloo with Pete Waterman. And that bloke out of Kajagoogoo. And then you, like, just roam the West End looking for a shopping trolley to chuck in the Thames.
Yeah, I do that. But I do it ironically.
Oh, right.
Peter, we were thinking about hiring a venue for the after-show party. Now, we're quite keen on a church hall in Carshalton.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, fellas. Why don't you pop down to my club and check it out and see what we can do?
Oh, excellent. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Peter.
I once tried to go to Stringfellow's with the last Tsar of Russia. He didn't get in because he wasn't smart casual enough. Now let's see what's happening in a folk club in Croydon.
All right, and now the biggest act on the Croydon folk scene, the Fastidious Bachelors.
Hello, everyone. Us again. The Fastidious Bachelors. We don't like mess, we don't like fuss, and we don't like being telephoned after 9:30 in the evening. We do like hoovering, the mail on Sunday, and our own very small, neat, curly handwriting. We have middle-aged sisters who live in the West Country that we don't really get on with. We spend every Christmas with them, and we always end up having a bit of a row on Boxing Day. Our first song is about my young student lodger, Michael, who is nearing the end of his honours degree course in food refrigeration. Charming boy, though I sometimes wish that he did just that little bit more to help around the house. When the supper's done and the coffee's made, I could do with some help. I wouldn't say no. I've got to get up early tomorrow. He just lies on that sofa all day. It's not as if he's got to go to an office and pick up the shopping on the way home. But what do you think that he does with the plates? He leaves them in the sink, he just leaves them in the sink, he just leaves them in the sink, because apparently the washing up is my job. Thank you very much. Here's a song about a rather foxy lady I met in the delicatessen queue at Waitrose on the Finchley Road. Foxy lady! Foxy lady! Foxy lady! Foxy lady! Excuse me! I think I was in front of you, actually. You know, a lot of people ask us if we don't get lonely living on our own. And the answer is, in my case, of course, no, because of my exquisite Persian cat. Wonderfully elegant, smooth, beautiful dark markings with a touch of grey. I call her Valerie Singleton. Many's the cold winter morning that she has crept, unbidden, into my bed, purring deliciously and humming the theme tune to the Money programme. Now she seems to be going into Michael's room quite a lot, presumably entranced by his youthful vigour and his fashionable student friends. A Persian cat, you know it's really very sad. You are lost and gone forever. I can't imagine how your Sheba came to have broken glass in it. Thank you.
My favourite TV programme used to be Mary, Mungo and Midge. It was a lesson to us all how they teamed up to push the lift button. Now, the Tortoise Businessmen. We go to the VIP lounge at Zurich Airport.
Fred!
Tom!
Oh, hi. How was hibernation?
Oh, good. Plenty of straw and ripped-up newspapers. Didn't get woken up by mice at all. You went skiing, didn't you?
Oh, it was terrible. Really cold. I wanted to go to sleep as soon as I got there, but someone threw me down the Cresta run upside down on my shell. Now, tell me, look, what's happened to the Hoskins deal?
Ah, yes, glad you brought that up. Don't want you to think we're trying to back out of it.
Well, I biked the contract itself over on Thursday and left a message on your mobile.
Oh, mobile got cloned. And I was lost in the flower bed all Thursday.
But we left the final draft in your reception late on Friday.
Ah, yes, no good, I'm afraid. I was having my name Tipexed on my shell all afternoon.
Swiss Air announce arrival of heap big silver iron bird dropped down from sky. Many people in stomach. All go now to baggage reclaim. Pipe of peace. It must not be smoked there or in toilets.
Tell me, is that a Red Indian doing these announcements?
British Airways, they say, flight BA434 arriving at 1400 hours. Not yet come. They speak with forked tongue. Also, firewater available in duty-free.
Look, my flight's leaving in 9 hours, so I'd better head for the gate.
Ah.
Look, why don't we set up a video conference for Tuesday, say 2 Eastern Central Time?
Oh, yes, video conference, great idea. I'll get half a rotten peach in. Can we watch Braveheart?
Now, to the South Atlantic.
Ohio gozaimasu. Sashimi banza. Ichikan. Yakitori. Mushimush. Dozo.
That was a Japanese whaling ship. This program will now join Radio 5 Live.
Motor racing and the police, who entered their own Formula One team for the first time this year, have won the Brazilian Grand Prix because they drive so bloody fast. Now, due to atrocious weather conditions, all trains into Euston Station have had to be cancelled, which means that the British Rail Pools panel have sat for the first time this year. Alan Parry has the results of their deliberations.
9:15 Manchester to Euston, 6 minutes late and no buffet car. 10:41 Warrington Central to Euston, 1 hour and 25 minutes late, bus service between Berkhamsted and Totteridge. 12:11 Crewe to Euston, on time, lots of empty first-class carriages, rest of the train absolutely packed.
British Rail Pools panel results there. No claims are required. Don't forget that at 9 you can hear the history of the table tennis bat. Tonight, part 7, the handle.
At this moment, Tim and Nick are speeding through the West End in Peter Stringfellow's Morris, Oxford.
Peter, we rather thought you'd have an 80-foot white stretch limo with a funny boomerang thing on the boot. We're so excited about coming to your club.
Yeah, we've even had our hair done just like yours.
Yep. And put on 14 kilos of gold chain.
And dressed like status quo.
Peter, can I ask you something? Is it hard to get into owning nightclubs? I mean, do you need a degree?
No. It's always been my destiny, fellas. When I was 8, I insisted on having my birthday party at 2 in the morning. By the time I was 10, my birthday parties were being crashed by Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, Chairman Mao. Anyway, fellas, here we are. Come on, let's go in. Here, this is Gary. He's our head doorman.
Gary, is it true you just smash people's faces in if you don't like the look of them?
No. We have a very subtle and high-tech operation. We've got 4 snipers on the roof of Marks and Spencer's. A bloke with a bazooka behind that phone box. And Dermot, our suicide bouncer, on standby. And if none of that works, we'll just take you around by the bins and smash your face in.
Yeah, Gary's one of the best. They used to have a job keeping the fans away from John Ketley.
Yeah. It was too big a job for one man. All right, in you go, lads. Not you. Members only tonight.
Whoa, wait a minute, Gary. It's me, Peter Stringfellow.
All right, but next time, no enormous khaki shorts.
Well, here we are at last, Stringfellows. Let's dump our coats. Shall we take your duffel coat as well, Peter?
Oh, thanks, fellas.
Oh, no, look, there's a bit of a queue at the cloakroom.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stewart. No ticket, no jacket. You'll have to wait till the end.
But I can see it. It's the white ostrich feather bomber jacket. It's got my name, Rod Stewart, written down the arm in sequins.
Well, we had Dennis Healy in here in one just like it yesterday. Now, excuse me. Yes, Mr. Edmonds, leaving your beard and a spare set of tusks, OK?
Oh, this will take ages. They just stuff them under a chair anyway. Let's get a drink.
OK, Babylon's all there, you party monsters, you bunch of enjoyment baboons. From one happening sound to another. I see, actually, we've got Peter Stringfellow in the house. So, Peter, my man, in a minute, coolio, but first, your favourite track.
The big, big sound of Peterborough United singing Posh We Are.
Here we are, fellas. Complimentary cocktails on the house.
Oh, brilliant, Peter. Thanks. What are they?
Well, this one's the Stringfellow special.
Oh, gee, what's in it?
A pint of lighter fuel and mothballs. Drink that and it'll be 4 weeks before you can remember where you live.
Hey, what about this one? This one tastes lovely.
And so it should. That's called the Chief Butterlazy High Performance Chicken. Actually, it's just Lucasy.
Who's that man in a dressing gown?
Oh, no, that's Mr. Wright, the next-door neighbour.
There you are, Peter. Look, I don't want to be a party pooper, but Posh We Are is coming right through the bedroom wall. I wonder if you could just turn it down a touch. And Peter, can you tell people not to park in our drive? And I think one of your guests has been unwell over Muriel's sob.
Sorry, Jeff. Look, I promise we'll be finished by 5. But you and Muriel, really, you should move house.
Thanks, Peter. Excellent. Good to have a chat.
OK, you frolicking foxes of fun. Had a request from Tony Gubber, who really wants to get on down. Going out for you, Tone. Sound of the Dragon.
Well, Peter, we've had an excellent time.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. But you won't be too upset if we go with the church hall in Carshalton for our party?
It's just a bit more us, really.
No problem, fellas. No hard feelings. Go and enjoy yourself. Be lucky. See you next time. Gary, take me round the back and smash the faces in.
Skivers was written and performed by Nick Golson and Tim DeYoung with Sally Phillips and Peter Bradshaw. It featured special guests Patrick Allen and Peter Stringfellow and original music composed by Simon Brint. The producer was John Naismith.
Returning to Heathrow Airport from a very pleasant 3-day golfing holiday in Madeira, there was some sort of mix-up at the baggage carousel. Instead of my briefcase, I came into possession of what can only be described as a blue Adidas holdall stuffed with used £50 notes. And 2 plastic bags containing a white powder, which really do make my bowls of Weetabix an absolute treat. Now it's time to announce some other people. They still seem to be in charge. They own their own shoes. They're the patron saints of baboon heaters. Here they are now, Tim and Nick.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, we've had a couple of letters this week.
Yes, and one is from Damon Hill.
Yes, Damon writes, I was listening to your show on the car radio during the Hungarian Grand Prix. Because I was stuck in the tunnel behind Rubens Barrichello in his Skoda.
And Damon has enclosed a collage he's done in milk bottle tops of Michael Schumacher driving over a cliff.
Thanks, Damon. And we've also had a letter from President Jacques Chirac of France, who writes...
Dear Tim and Nick, I'm very worried about the talent contest which we will be having after the next G7 Heads of State meeting. Chancellor Cole does a very good impersonation of Tori Amos, and General Pinochet is bound to gatecrash and do his plate spinning act. I've had a look in the government dressing up box, And I'm thinking of wrapping myself in some old purple curtains and shouting "ha he ha" until I get laughs. Is this a good idea? But now it's competition time, and this week we'd like you to complete the following sentence in not more than 5 words.
Andy Peters should be put in prison because...
OK, well, now it's time to sort out today's special guest.
And the first person we're going to phone up and invite along is Maggie Coomey, editor of Hello magazine.
Yeah, now Hello magazine is the groundbreaking journal that brought us a savage exposé of Princess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg's wedding dress.
Followed by sensational pictures of the Duchess of York skiing down a mountain of cocaine in a size 58 Versace tarpaulin, drinking Baileys and lighter fuel. And we should have Maggie on the line now.
Hello, magazine.
Oh, is Maggie Coomey there?
Yes, it's me. Hello, magazine. Hello.
Maggie, we wondered whether you'd like to come and be on our show now.
Absolutely impossible, I'm afraid. We're frantic on a major story breaking in the Middle East.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Yes, it is. Saddam Hussein has bought a new hat. If that wasn't enough, I'm still editing my piece on all the nice smells made by Ivana Trump. And we're all in a bit of a flap because the pictures of Countess Longford playing swing ball have come back from Boots with those little stickers on saying they're overexposed. Goodbye.
Oh, dear. How about Paul Mckenna?
Ah, yes, the man who invented marmalade.
No, the showbiz hypnotist.
Yes, good idea. Let's give him a tinkle.
Hello? Is anybody there? Hello?
Ah, Paul, we were hoping you could come and be our special guest, now.
Yes, what with you being a hero of ours?
Wow, that's really weird. I can hear voices. Can you hear me? Are you on the other side?
No, we're on the telephone, Paul.
Oh, right, OK, I was miles away. You see, I've spent all morning hypnotising the Duke of Westminster to think that he's an ostrich. It's some sort of tax dodge, apparently.
Paul, would you like to come and be on our show?
Be on your show? Right, I see. You'd like me to focus my aura, to use my parapsychological tension to transmit what is, in effect, a notion of myself to your studio.
No, just come in a taxi, Paul.
OK, can someone at your end pay?
Yes, Paul, we'll pay. See you in a bit.
Excellent. Paul Mckenna.
I bought a video recorder. Unfortunately, it's a vegetarian model and won't record any programme containing meat. Now, I tried to tape Thunderball, but I only got the first 30 minutes because Bond tucked into a nice plate of sausages, and the video switched itself off.
Ah, Mr. Roberts. Welcome to Manpower Employment Agency. Thank you for your CV. Now, at the moment, Mr. Blofeld has an opening for someone to walk along a high balcony made of clackety metal grating with a machine gun.
Oh, well, that is interesting. But I'm keen to move to sitting at one of the consoles and maybe even getting to say 14 seconds and counting.
Ah, well, you need quite a lot of experience for that. Let me look through your CV. Oh, I see you have done walking around a perimeter fence and looking the other way for Dr. No. Why did you leave that job?
Well, the island blew up. But I was going to leave anyway. He wanted me to job share with someone driving a very small electric vehicle down a corridor. And he stopped doing luncheon vouchers.
Well, I'm sure we can find you something.
So, Mr. Bond, you've become very tiresome. I intend to... yes?
Mr. Blofeld, it's Pat in personnel here.
Yes?
I was just wondering, is Mr. Roberts allowed more than one other named driver for his company car?
Oh, yes, whatever. I'll send you a memo. Now, so, Mr. Bond, the satellite tracking device that your government has so carelessly... What?
Mr. Blofeld, it's Pat again, sorry. If he works on the bank holiday holding a clipboard and checking big dials, can he have a day off in lieu?
No! No, he can't. When we were in the volcano, everyone ended up taking the bank holiday off. The whole place was dead just when I needed to initiate the launch sequence. Mr. Bond. Oh, no, he's gone. Ah, sound the alarm!
Now, the Middle East.
Cheers from southern Lebanon.
Like a really big southern Lebanese hi from both of us.
Southern Lebanon is such a nice place to sort of hang loose sort of thing if you're feeling a bit tired.
We much prefer southern Lebanon to Beirut itself, don't we, Toby?
Yeah, Beirut was really touristy.
We didn't like the architecture at all.
The architecture was very, very modern.
And not at all practical, like no roofs and things.
But travel writing is such a good job. You get to travel and write and stuff. And southern Lebanon is really relaxing. We're going to give it 20 stars at least, and a knife and fork thingy, because the food is delicious, don't you think, Claire?
Absolutely. But I think they put quite a lot of spices in it, which can be a sort of shock at first. So maybe the knife and forky thing should be in, like, red or something.
Yeah. I love the colour red. I think it might actually be my favourite colour, apart from blue.
Anyway, we had quite a hectic time getting out of Beirut because public transport operates in a very, very different way here.
Completely different, yeah. People just bundle you into a taxi, which drives you out into what feels like the middle of nowhere, and then just suddenly stops, and you begin to panic.
Yeah, and then this, like, helicopter appears, and about 6 southern Lebanese bloke people sort of help you get into the helicopter.
Yeah, you're sort of... very, very quickly, though, like, you know, much quicker than you were expecting.
Yeah. And then a steward/soldier type person gives you a complimentary glass of the local brew.
Yeah, and you sort of relax a bit.
Because the local brew is, like, so strong.
Yeah. We only had 1 glass each and we were off our bicycles completely.
We just passed out almost immediately.
Well, you know, immediately, yeah.
For ages. It's like at Frog's 21st.
Yeah. But at Frog's 21st, we were mooning at the cook for a couple of hours first.
No, I wasn't mooning.
Oh, no, you weren't, actually. I remember thinking that you weren't.
Anyway, when you wake up, right, you're in this sort of tennis courty stroke playgroundy place made of sort of very, very secure wire.
Yeah, it's a real experience, isn't it, Claire? The southern Lebaneses are seriously good hosts.
They were always checking we were all right.
Two of them popped in every hour, just checking we were all right sort of thing, as a favour to this bloke, Hezbollah.
Hezbollah sounds like such a solid bloke.
Yeah. And there's lots to do. Yesterday, we all made a video for this bloke Jihad's birthday. Clara and I had to stand up against a wall and read out a birthday message.
And then there was this shouting game where everyone got out a whole load of guns and shouted at the camera.
Yeah. Clara got really into that.
I did, yeah. But I think I was out quite quickly.
And then this really, really short bloke in sunglasses came over.
And told us we had to play a sort of sudden death Tig kind of thing, straight away.
Yeah. And then he takes his sunglasses off.
And you're not going to believe this, right?
Such a, you know, coincidence, or like what?
Yeah, like really, really weird.
But it turns out it's this bloke from my school. Adrian Hamil from the year above. And he's let us stay in his palace for as long as we want.
Adrian Hamil is such a nice guy.
Yeah, he's taking a year out working for his uncle.
He's so funny, too. You know, Tobes, apparently it was him who started the mooning at Frog's Bash.
Yeah, well, maybe kind of jointly started it. I was thinking of doing it for ages before. All through dinner, in fact. Yeah.
And now the bit that's more exciting than hearing the theme to Grandstand. More gratifying than finding your grandmother after she's got out through a hole in the fence and run away. It's Tim and Nick's hero for one day, hypnotist Paul Mckenna! Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
Hello. Paul, now, you take the ancient art of hypnosis and channel its power and potential for good into making someone think they're in love with a broom.
Paul, you delve into the unknowable mysteries of the universe by talking to a bloke from Lewisham who says his ironing board spoke to him 7 years ago about his Auntie Jean.
Actually, I'm a responsible and approved practitioner of hypnosis and an experienced investigator of paranormal phenomena.
Exactly. So come on, tell us how you do it. Do you get a big pocket watch on a chain?
And say, look into my eyes.
While the watch goes tick-tock, tick-tock,
And then you
tick-tock.
say, Frank Bruno, you are going to win easily. Oh, tick-tock, tick-tock.
Ian McShane, you won't be so old and leathery anymore.
No, you've got the wrong idea. Hypnosis can be used for entertainment, but it's also got a lot of serious applications as well. There's really nothing as crude as tick-tock, look into my eyes and all that.
Ah, right. What, so you mean you just whisper in their ear, pretend you're in love with the broom and I'll give you a tenner at the end?
No, I suggest you look at my book, Paul McKenna's How to Hypnotise in 8 Seconds. Only £36.70. Here's a copy.
Oh, brilliant. Can we see if it really works?
Yes, sure, go ahead.
And can we use you as our subject, Paul?
Well, you can try, but, I don't really think it'll work on me.
OK, right. How to be a hypnotist. Step 1, speak like Paul McKenna.
Step 2, do what Paul McKenna does when he hypnotises people.
Step 3, say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and snap your fingers. What a load of old nonsense. Paul, how can you... Paul?
He's gone. He's completely hypnotised.
Brilliant. We can do that thing. Listen, Paul, every time you hear the word hello, you will think you are Elvis Presley for 5 seconds.
Right. Paul, hello.
Oh, love me tender, love me true.
Excellent. And we can do that thing where you make people go back through their life.
Paul, you are 15 years old. Tell us what you are doing.
It's double French, and I've just hypnotised the teacher, Mr. Harrison, to take off all his clothes and run round the playground shouting, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Every time anyone mentions Tutu the dog.
Right, better move on a bit. You're now 19.
Oh, I'm in a cold, dark place. There's a terrible, dank smell of hopeless despair. I'm surrounded by strange, motionless beings with sunken eyes. I now understand that there is a dark side.
Paul, where are you?
I'm at Warwick University.
Oh, no. Move on, Paul. Move on. You're 25. What are you doing?
I'm in my study, and I'm using telepathy to send a message to the bloke next door about parking. I'm just getting through. Is that Tony?
No, it's not. Get out of my head. I'm expecting a telepathic message from my mum.
Well, is Tony there?
No, you're in the wrong head.
Oh, I'll try again. Hello, Tony?
I'm sorry. The head you have called may be switched off. Please try again, later.
Oh, this is getting too spooky. Let's wake him up. Paul, when we hit you on the head with this meat mallet, you will wake up and you will do everything we tell you.
Yeah, and you'll think you owe us 50 quid.
Well, there you are, lads. Nothing, as you can see. I'm completely immune. Here's your 50 quid, by the way. Will a cheque be OK?
Yeah. Paul, listen to what we have to say.
Yes, Paul. We want to control you and get you to present our own TV programme about the spooky things.
Yeah. So come on, through that door there. Let's go down to the TV studio.
A new programme? Oh, jolly good. What's it called?
Paul McKenna's Paranormal House Party.
Oh. Well...
No. Come on, Paul, that way. Right. We'll make a fortune out of this TV thing.
And if it doesn't work, we can just get rid of him. It'll be easy. We can hypnotise him to think he's a penguin and put him on a flight to the Falkland Islands.
Excellent. Let's do it.
My own home has been the location of paranormal activity. First, there were strange letters in a language like no other. Then there were visitations from dark poltergeist beings who moved the furniture where we could not find it. I feared our house was possessed by the devil. But my wife said it was being repossessed by the Halifax. A man without a hobby is like a Pizza Hut salad without those bacony bits. Incomplete. My hobby is re-hanging doors correctly. Other people, I'm told, enjoy brass rubbing.
Hello, Mr. Harris.
Hello, Mr. Miller. Doesn't Wednesday evening come round quickly?
I live for Wednesday night. A whole evening of
top quality brass rubbing.
I'm going to rub the bishop again.
It's Margaret!
Brass, brass rubbing, yeah. Brass, brass rubbing, yeah. Give me the gold crayon. Give me the waxy paper. Well, I saw her at St. Cuthbert's on a Wednesday night. She had the waxy paper, she was doing all right. Though she'd gone over the edge near the inscription. Yeah, she'd gone over the edge and she took me with her. Brass, brass rubbing, yeah. Brass, brass rubbing, yeah. I'm kneeling on the floor, but I'm not begging for her love. I'm rubbing the brass of Sir Roger de Courcy. Sir Roger de Courcy. Give me the gold crayon. Give me the waxy paper. I said, give me the gold crayon. Give me the waxy paper.
Leave it alone, I haven't finished with it yet.
Give it to me now.
No, I haven't finished with it yet. But I finished with you. Oh, I finished with you. Oh.
I'm kneeling on the floor, but I'm not begging for her love. I'm rubbing the brass of Sir Roger de Courcy. Brass, brass rubbing, yeah. Brass, brass rubbing, yeah. Brass, brass rubbing, yeah. Brass, brass rubbing, yeah.
It's me again. I've just been doing the Times crossword. The only one I can't get is 4 across. Big spoony spoony click ger ecky. One letter. Now over to an answer phone in Salisbury.
Hi, we're either not in or not up. If you want to speak to any of the men behaving badly posse, Mike, Simon or Chris, speak now or forever hold your...
Michael. It's Granny Bryant here. Just thought I'd give you a ring. Because Mrs. Paoloni's been on the telephone to the plumber, and I thought perhaps you were trying to get through. I hope you are well, Michael. I am not well. I am very poorly. Tissue. Still, I mustn't grumble. I should have known better than to try to run away. At night, in the snow, across a motorway, in just a reflective hat. Because, as you know, I can't have another hip replacement. And what with going so slowly, and the headlights, and the hat, I was fairly easy to spot. So Mrs. Paoloni caught up with me in no time. Did you like the money I sent you for your birthday, Michael? I ask because I haven't received your thank you letter. Or any letter for over 5 years now. And I'm wondering if they've gone astray, what with all the strikes. Perhaps you'd prefer to use my email address. Granny Loneliness at despair.co.uk. A tissue. Bye-bye, my favourite grandson. Bye-bye.
I've had a terrifying paranormal experience. A close encounter of the third kind. First, there were the flashing lights. Then, weird blue men with strange-shaped heads were all around me. They took me aboard their craft, then back to their mothership, where they examined me and asked me questions. I thought I'd been abducted by aliens, but my wife said I'd been arrested by the police. For drunk driving. Tim and Nick are now being escorted into the studios of Paul Mckenna's Paranormal House Party.
Right, Paul, here's your new costume.
But I normally wear a very smart top man jacket and trousers.
No. You're going to be wearing this enormous black cape covered in big gold stars and moons.
And this?
A black pointy hat?
Yes. Now sit in this chair while they do your makeup.
And this is your new PA, Karen. She can tell you about the private consultation service we've decided you're going to do.
Hello.
Well, I went to the party at the county jail.
Don't worry about that, Karen.
Well, Paul, at 10:30 you've got a consultation with Ian Paisley. He wants you to help him stop shouting all the time.
Right.
And then you're in the therapy centre for a 6-hour session with Prince Edward, trying to get over to him the first inkling of the most basic notion of not always wearing absolutely dreadful casual clothes. He's booked 43 sessions.
Meet Piers Chaplin. He's your director. He used to be at the RSC.
Darling Paul, lovely, super specially, darling Paulie Love Puppet. Can I call you that, or shall I call you Muffin?
No, Paul's fine.
OK, Paulie Poppet. Come walkies with me onto the studio floor. You're a Gemini, aren't you, Paul? I can see that from your glasses. Now, we're going to have you come in swinging on a rope from the balcony there, sword in your teeth, straight into the gunge tank. Then you land here, fight with a big black bear who represent all that black, dark, spiritual mystery stuff. And then you're joined by your assistant Fatima, and you both sprinkle your woofle dust at the skeleton dancers, at which point we'll have Andy's lovely pyrotechnics, and then the first guest is shot from the cardboard jaws of hell through the flaming hoop and joins you on the sofa. There.
OK, Paul, we need you backstage now to meet the first guest. This is Madame Sosostris, who is an absolutely genuine clairvoyant.
Hello.
Where's my big white jumpsuit? Well, it's a one for the money, a two for... Nice to meet you.
Paul, give me your palm. Your lifeline shows many years of fruitful theatre shows, which are money for old rope, let's face it. Also, your car parking line is very broken. There has been sorrow here. And your hairline? I can't even see it, it's so far back.
Look, I'm not sure Madame Sosostris has really established the sort of credentials that would stand up to scientific investigation.
Yes, well, we know your shows have a lot of integrity, so we've a bona fide scientist here, Professor Muller-Light.
Hello.
Get me 4 cheeseburgers and some drugs, honey. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
What I will be doing, Paul, is measuring all manifestations of parapsychological activity within the studio, and also measuring what percentage of the audience are people in nylon jumpers, with ludicrous made-up stories about spoons bending, and hedgehogs coming in through the cat flap to warn them in semaphore about aliens on the roof of the shed.
Nick, Tim, I'm sensing something. There is a presence here. There!
A ghostly figure sitting in the auditorium. I'm out of here.
It looks exactly like you, Paul.
I am the ghost of your future, Paul. I have come to warn you of certain things. 1. Using your mobile phone on a train to tell someone you'll be home in 5 minutes. 2. Paul Mckenna's paranormal house party. Do not have anything to do with it. Remember, it was me that told you not to have anything to do with the Shane Ritchie experience. All right, I was wrong about telling you not to be in Take That, but there we are.
Paul?
Hello?
I'm all shook up.
I'm surprised.
Oh, no. I've just had a terrifying warning. Almost as bad as that third letter from the gas board that has all the red stuff about the bailiffs.
Never mind that, Paul. You're on in a couple of seconds now. Just come on.
No, I can't go through with it. Nick, Tim, no, I've gone blind. Oh, it's happening already. Oh, I'm being punished by angry spirits.
Paul, your hat's fallen over your eyes.
Oh, yes, of course. Here, have it back, and the cape. I'm going back to ITV. Bye-bye.
OK, Paul, well, no hard feelings.
Yeah, good luck to you, Paul. You're all right.
Oh, Paul?
Yes, what?
Just one thing.
What?
Hello.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart?
The Skivers was written and performed by Nick Golson and Tim de Jong, with Sally Phillips and Peter Bradshaw. It featured special guests Patrick Allen and Paul Mckenna, and original music composed by Simon Britt. The producer was John Naismith.
Late Tuesday night, I came back from a wine tasting. It was in my kitchen. Just me and 17 bottles of claret. To be perfectly honest, I was off my face on heavy red wine when I suddenly decided to go out for a kebab. Unfortunately, I got no further than the hall as I tripped over the slumbering body of my dog, Hereward. Now, only a few mornings before, my wife, Pamela Lee, had discovered me flat out in the games room after a heavy night's drinking with a man called Roger. This time, she said, enough was enough, and insisted we had edible carpets fitted throughout the house. Now, these carpets provide invaluable sustenance for people who fall over and can't get up. We had Madeira cake-flavoured carpet fitted in the sitting room, cheese and biscuits-flavoured carpet in the dining room, and due to a bit of a mix-up at Edible Carpet World, smoked eel-flavoured carpet in the hall. But Pamela Lee's plan soon went awry. The carpets attracted birds and squirrels from miles around. The sitting room was full of them. And to cap it all, I caught a big snuffly badger in the spare room eating up the tomato and mozzarella flavoured rug. Now, it's time to introduce two people my wife, Pamela Lee, says are taking advantage of my good nature. They own their own shoes. They're the patron saints of baboon heaters. Tim and Nick.
Hello.
Hello. Now, this is the last Skivers of the series, and we are, like many radio shows before us, making the big step to television.
Only in our case, it's going to be watching television.
So we're looking into ways of keeping ourselves busy.
Yeah, I've applied for a job at the Parmesan Cheese Marketing Board. It's on the helpline. All I have to do is answer the phone and say, yes, I know what it smells like, but it definitely isn't made out of sick.
And I applied to work in the collating department of Roger's Thesaurus, but I was rejected, declined, told to piss off.
I also went for an interview at a cinema. It was for the job of making the curtains go just that little bit wider before the main feature. But I think I spoilt my chances by saying, why don't you just have them that wide in the first place? Anyway, as you may know, this is the point in the show when we try and get a special guest to come and be on later.
And, well, the first name on our list is one of the world's most beautiful women.
Moira Stewart?
No. German supermodel Claudia Schiffer.
Ah, let's give her a ring.
Hello?
Ah, hello, Claudia.
Who is this, please?
It's us. We wondered whether you'd like to come and be on our radio show, now.
Oh, yes. What a nice idea, you crazy guys. No one has asked me out since I stopped dating David Copperfield. He was too small and leathery, and he looked like a goblin. Anyway, you groovy boys, I would love to come and rub baby oil into your scripts, but Boris Becker, Michael Schumacher, Steffi Graf, and myself are going on holiday to Mallorca. Jürgen Klinsmann has gone ahead in a Learjet with all our towels to put them out already onto sunbed. And after that, I have to go straight to Milan to model the new Versace collection of false beards. And then to Peckham to do an Argos catalogue. Bye-bye now. See you crazy boys in Saint-Tropez sometime.
Oh, dear. Right, well, who's next on our list?
Well, it's someone who's been responsible for some of the most poignant and powerful television of recent years.
Ah, yes, we've got Phillip Schofield's number. A man whose hair has as many colours as his coat.
Hello, who's on line 4?
Hello, Philip, it's us.
And where are you calling from?
From London.
OK, that's smashing. Absolutely super. What's your question?
Well, would you like to come and be on our radio show now?
Oh, well, I'm rather busy in my production office at the moment going through some new ideas for programmes.
Ah, will there be more projects like Schofield's Quest and Schofield's TV Gold?
Oh, yes. We're considering Schofield's Paint, Schofield's Duck, Schofield's Leaves.
Oh, what's that one about?
Well, I introduce a wide variety of leaves whilst having neat gelled hair.
Ah.
I'm also writing a book. It's called Schofield's Book. Can't think of, just at the moment, can't think of anything to put in it, so I'm going to have extracts of other books and link them in an amusing way.
Sounds great. Much better than just reading the originals.
Oh, yes, I'm going down to London Weekend Television tomorrow to audition to be a new gladiator called Sweetie. I do hope they'll let me wear a very smart check shirt. Right, what do you want?
Well, we hoped you'd like to come and be on our radio show now.
What with you being a hero of ours?
Oh, OK. I just have to have my teeth whitewashed and cover my hair in shoe polish. I'll come straight down.
Ah, brilliant.
Phillip Schofield.
Truly, our hero for one day.
Now, over to someone who is about to dial 1471.
Telephone number 0181 348 2648. Called today at 11:04. But don't get excited. It's just your mum calling from work.
Now, Afghanistan.
Cheers from Afghanistan, which is hand on heart one of the most romantic places we've ever been.
It's Afghanis-staggering.
Afghanis-steady, Clark.
We love the name, for starters. I mean, Afghanistan is a seriously original name for a country, we think.
Yeah, and we both love the dog.
My mummy's got an Afghan. Oscar. He is so sweet-natured.
Yeah. Travel writing is such a good job. You get to travel write and stuff, and you're free as a bird to go wherever you want.
Yeah, we just came to Afghanistan on impulse, really.
Yeah, and we probably wouldn't have bothered if we'd known it was going to be so steep. I got very out of puff on our first day here, in actual fact.
Our first day here was quite hectic, actually. We went to Kabul first, but apparently it was full.
Yeah, so Clara suggested we backpacked a little way outside, into the mountains for about 4 hours.
And then it suddenly got incredibly dark and cold, and I got quite a sharp stone in my welly, so I had to sit down.
Yeah. And then suddenly, from out of nowhere, all these fur hat-wearing stormtrooper-type blokes jump out and surprise us.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
After the initial surprise, I laughed for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, me too. But I think they might have taken it the wrong way because they ended up being really insistent that we got into their jeep.
Yeah, they did, yeah. Really very insistent and sort of fiery gunsy and things.
Yeah. And then they started asking us all these questions.
It was so embarrassing. I hardly got any right.
Your welly was probably putting you off, though, Clara.
Yeah, well, it was irritating me really quite a lot by that stage, actually, yeah.
Yeah. I really felt for you. You looked sort of like a wounded swan.
Oh, Tobes. That is such a sweet thing to say. I mean, yeah, and when they all wanted to play another round of the quiz, I was like, oh, no. No more quiz, please.
I could see, yeah. That was roughly when I proposed, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So after that, I was more sort of, oh, brilliant.
Yeah. But you didn't say whether you might, accept, Clara, did you?
Oh, did I not say? Oh, yeah, because this very big gunsy-type bloke in sunglasses, like, interrupted, didn't he, Tobes? And he was relatively pointy-gunsy at me and things.
Yeah. I mean, you understandably got a bit distracted and things.
Yeah, because do you remember? He took his sunglasses off to get a better aim, yeah? And this is quite amazing, actually.
Oh, yeah, it is, actually. I mean, I like a coincidence-type thing or what?
Like, so weird.
It turns out it's this bloke from my school. Dostum Major from choir.
He's taking a gap year working for his father, and he's let us stay in his compound for as long as we want. It's so generous.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tobes. That's my knee, actually.
Your knee? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was the table.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Sorry, my hand must have slipped, sort of thing.
No, sorry. Carry on.
No, it doesn't matter. Sorry.
You can, put it back, if you want.
Sorry?
You can put your hand back on my knee, if you like. It was quite sort of warm and things. Yeah.
Oh. Cheers.
Telephone number 0171 794 3731. Called today at 11:34. And it was you calling your own answering machine to see if you had any messages, even though you'd done the same thing half an hour before. You sad git.
Here they are again, Nick and Tim.
Well, it's time to meet our hero for one day.
Shiny, shiny.
Neat and tidy.
Sparkling.
Glossy.
Phillip Schofield.
Oh, we can be heroes. Just for one day.
Hello, Philip. It's fantastic to have you on our show.
To us, you will always be the greatest ever children's television presenter.
Thanks very much indeed, Mr. Tim. Lovely to be here. Super picture of a horse there. Competition time in a minute. Who's on line 2? Philip, we both want to say how much we admire the way you've gone from children's broadcasting to serious, heavyweight adult TV.
Like talking telephone numbers?
Yeah. And the way you've shown the world that singing Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat isn't just something you do at primary school.
But for us, you are the voice and nice round glasses of Saturday morning.
And it would be a great honour if you'd let us present a children's programme with you.
Well, all right, Mr. Nick, but you'll have to look a lot more like me.
Ah, yeah, you mean like a 12-year-old dressed by his mum at Gap for Kids?
Yes, Mr. Tim, and you'll have to practice saying, anyway. OK, that's absolutely smashing. Well done. Who's on line 4?
Anyway, okay, that's absolutely smashing. Well done. Who's on line 4?
That's great. Oh, if you lose your place, just say, anyway, coming up later, Boy's Own, because it will always be true. Any other questions?
Yeah, what do you do to fill in the time while the cartoons are on?
Well, we go through all the competition presents and see if there's anything we want. And if there is, we stuff it down the back of the settee for later. Oh, and one more thing, we normally piss in the gunge tank. Now then, have we got a bouncy synthy theme tune?
Oh, yeah, it's all organised. We've set up a whole programme with guests, letters, competitions. It's all lined up. Here's your clipboard, and we thought we'd call it Schofield's Saturday Shambles.
OK, rock and roll, let's do it.
Shambles! It's a shambles!
Is it running smoothly?
No, it's a shambles!
Is Phillip coping?
No, it's a shambles!
Is Phillip still in makeup?
Yes, it's a shambles!
Is it a shovel?
Is it a sandwich?
No, it's a shambles. It's Phillip Schofield's Saturday Shambles with Phillip Schofield.
Hello. We've got a great show lined up. Anyway, coming up later, Boy's Own. Who's on line 1? But first, it's competition time. Your chance to win a plate with a picture of a sausage. But right now, Shambles mailbag.
Yeah, we've had a card sent in, and it's got a lovely picture of a space rocket on the front. And that's from Lord Hanson. And he's written underneath, sorry it's a bit rough, but I had to do it under the table during a meeting with EC commissioners.
And we've also had a nice letter that's been written all in red. And that's from the gas board. And that's the 3rd time they've written to us.
And we'll send them a smashing, completely super Shambles goodie bag with a T-shirt, a tin of salmon and a Stanley knife. OK, anyone on line 62?
No, so it's time for us all to banter with a knitted animal.
But that noise means we have the result of our poll. Should we gunge Radovan Karadzic, who'll be here singing his latest single, There's a House on the Hill? Oh, well, there was just a few minutes ago. Or should we gunge Anton Deck, who'll be singing Still Getting Away with Absolute Murder? It's good to see that young people of today have a social conscience because you've done the right thing. Into the gunge tank goes the evil monster that is Anton Deck. OK, into the hot seat now, Sally Gunnell. Later, Boy's Own. Who's on line 99?
Well, it's Carrie here.
Hello, Carrie. Where are you from? Don't be shy. What's your question for Sally?
I would like to ask Sally Gunnell why she looks like Wurzel Gummidge.
Oh, dear. Now, that's not very nice, is it? Now, coming up later, our agony uncle, Dr. Martin, who will be dealing with the serious problem of how to find the wagon wheels in the kitchen cupboard you're not meant to know about. But now, Boy's Own on line 4, Trousers on line 6, questions from Basil, the big snappy crocodile on line 7.
Oh, we better get him out of there. He seems to have lost it.
Hit him on the head with that collage of the English Civil War.
Damn. Play the theme tune.
Phillip, pull yourself together.
Get me the bottle. From my nice jacket. Don't crease it.
Is this it? Here you are.
What's that, Phillip? Can we have some?
No, it's just it's a special Lucasade. Sorry, I feel okay now. I started having strange turns ever since Take That split up. I took it very badly.
Yeah, perhaps we'd better take you home.
Yes, I need to rest. I'll go to bed and have Eggy Soldiers and read my Blue Peter annual. I've been overdoing it.
Come on, then.
Hey, Tim, did you notice he seemed to look older before he had that Lucasade stuff?
Yeah, he seems all right now.
OK, well, anyway, thanks for now to the well-turned-out...
meticulously coiffured...
Phillip Schofield.
Telephone number 01223610012. Called today at 15:32. To return the call, press 3. But I wouldn't if I were you. She's bad news. You won't like her. You'll go out a couple of times, but the relationship won't develop. You won't even get a snog. Ha ha.
Now we go straight over to 26 Pandora Road, where someone is answering an advert they saw in Loot.
Hello?
Hello. I've come about the cheese.
Oh, come in. It's in the fridge. Here you are, still in the original plastic. Hasn't gone hard at the edges at all. We'll be sorry to see it go.
Actually, I was looking for something a bit bigger. Maybe 7 or 8 ounces. I'm seeing 2 other pieces this evening, just around the corner, funnily enough. But if I can't find anything, I'll come back to you.
OK, but it's only fair to tell you I've already had one quite good offer. And several other people are coming to look at it this evening.
I'll take it.
Now, over to an answer phone in Salisbury.
Hi, we're either not in or not up. If you want to speak to any of the men behaving badly posse, Mike, Simon or Chris, speak now or forever hold your...
Michael, it's Granny Bryant here. I just thought I'd give you a ring, because it's winter now, and very cold, and snowy, and I didn't want you to worry about me. I want to say, Michael, how delighted I am that you haven't rung, or sent me a card, or flowers, or diabetic jam for Grandmothering Sunday for the last 5 years. I agree. Grandmothering Sunday has become so commercialised nowadays. I have made up a joke, Michael, which is really making me chuckle. What is very, very poorly, is totally alone, has had 2 hip replacements, and is 1,068 years old in cat years. I am. Yes. Still, I must ring off now, Michael, as I am very busy arranging my funeral. Because I'm not long for this world, no. Bye-bye, my favourite grandson. Bye-bye.
Hello, this is Robert Kilroy Silk, leaving a message for Michael Bryant. Your grandmother contacted us vis-à-vis setting up a discussion programme on extreme despair of elderly widows in the North East. And I must say, we've all been touched and somewhat angered by the story Diamond had to tell. We'd like to give you an opportunity to come on the programme and answer accusations that you haven't rung her, or sent a card, or flowers, or diabetic jam for over 5 years now. Cheers. Stay lucky.
Now, we rejoin Nick and Tim, who are just about to arrive with Phillip Schofield at his spotless terraced house.
Thanks for bringing me home, Mr. Tim, Mr. Nick. I feel much perkier now. Welcome to my home. It's called Ungoing Live. Come in.
Right, thanks, Philip.
Mr. Schofield has returned.
He has brought guests. Is that wise, Mr. Schofield? The master will not be pleased. They might see something.
Yes, don't worry about that. Take no notice of Gustav, Mr. Nick, Mr. Tim. He's just an old fusspot. Let's go to the John Craven patio. Some post. Smashing. Now, I've had a letter sent in from my cousin George in Australia. That's nice. And also a lovely picture of a pizza. That's from Swifty Pizza, who say on the back that they can deliver any pizza to me within half an hour. Here's a card from Tiger Taxi.
Shall I call a cab for your guests, sir, before they outstay their welcome?
Don't be silly, Gustav.
Are you sure this is all right?
Yes, it's fine. I'll show you all my nice things. Shoes off at the front door, slippers on. Mine are the animals of Farthing Wood ones.
You've got some very interesting stuffed animals in here, Philip. Is this one a sort of exotic wild cat?
No, that's Bagpuss.
And there's an enormous full-length oil painting of Keith Chegwin at the Battle of Trafalgar.
Come along, we'll walk through the Sarah Green sitting room.
Ah, I see. All the rooms are named after children's TV people.
Ah, yes. Look, the Andy Peters toilet.
Right, come along, the patio's through here.
Drinks are served. I took the liberty of bringing our guests some ordinary tap water in china cups, which they can knock back really quickly and then leave.
Don't be silly, Gustav. Tonight we will have a feast. Make sure you fill up the vending machine in the Maggie Philbin dining room. There must be plenty of picnic bars and packets of Worcester sauce crisps. And we'll wash it all down with white plastic cups of hot chocolate.
Mr. Schofield, the bell! The bell! You must prepare yourself. The master is summoning you.
Yes, I suppose so.
I have laid out 17 pairs of immaculate fawn chinos, all with a nice crease down the front for you. And also a dazzlingly white T-shirt.
Yes. OK, well, I won't be long, Mr. Tim, Mr. Nick. Look through my Blue Peter annuals, and we can draw some pictures later and put them up in the Tony Hart kitchen.
Good evening, gentlemen. Don't feel free to look around. I'm going to lock you in, to make sure you don't accidentally walk into the small table in the hall and break your leg. We wouldn't want that, would we? Goodbye, gentlemen.
He has locked us in as well.
Yes, there's something going on here.
This is the strangest time we've had since we spent that weekend on safari in Don King's hair.
Look, he has got copies of all the Blue Peter annuals as well, going right back to Christopher Trace.
Hey, look on the top shelf, see that? Why I'm Not a Sock by Gordon the Gopher.
Yeah, let's get that down.
Yeah, hang on.
Putting that book has opened a secret passage. Look, steps.
No, it's an escalator, but it's not working.
There's a sign. It says, London Secret Passageways apologise that this escalator is out of use. This is due to essential maintenance, which should be completed by March 1968.
Come on, let's investigate.
What's that noise?
Oh, hi.
Who are you? We're from Reading University Caving Society. We've been lost for ages.
Yeah, it's really serious. We've even missed Supermarket Sweet.
We should have brought some emergency kebabs.
There's some really weird stuff going on down there.
You want to check it out? See ya.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, there's a light down there.
Good grief! Look, it's Philip. What is he doing?
Let's get closer.
O Master, O great golden-furred Lord, who is so powerful and all acrylic-y, appear before us, and let all non-believers be consumed by your red felty mouth. Appear, and let us hear you squeak!
Yes, it's Gordon the Gopher.
What? What's that, Gordon? Of course I worship you, but I need more of the elixir of youth. Give me some so I look fresh and young and get sweaters sent in by grannies who think I need looking after. What's that, Gordon? But I've done everything you asked to pursue your evil plan to gain control of early evening television. I'm even doing Schofield's TV Gold. Gordon, what? Another programme? I see. I present Schofield's Rubbish. I just examined plastic bags of celebrity refuse. Yes, all right, yes. Yes, anything for the elixir.
We have to stop this. Philip, stop this madness. So, it turns out you are the Master Gordon and Philip is the puppet.
What did he say?
I don't really know. I think he swore at you in Portuguese. Something about the small bit on the tip of a camel's...
Yeah, all right, hang on. Look, he's just a glove puppet.
There must be someone operating him.
Yeah, look behind the desk. It's Andy Peters.
He's getting away.
Oh, damn, he's escaped.
But if it was just him, what about the elixir of youth?
Oh, there's loads of bottles of it behind here.
Oh, look, it was just Sainsbury's lager.
6 years and I never thought to look behind the desk.
Yeah, never mind, Philip.
Gordon was just a sock after all.
Yeah. Never mind, let's go back and have some crisps. Come on, Gustav.
So, my master turns out to be a sock. This will not look good on my sinister butler TV.
Ah. Oh. He lives! The gopher lives! What's that, Gordon? Take them outside and smash their faces in? All right, then.
The Skivers was written and performed by Nick Golson and Tim de Jong with Sally Phillips and Peter Bradshaw. It featured special guests Patrick Allen and Philip Schofield and original music composed by Neil MacArthur and Simon Brint. The broadcast assistant was Sarah Fraser and the programme was produced by John Naismith.